I'm Bethany Cole, 30, sitting at a family dinner in a cozy Italian restaurant in Tulsa, the clinking of glasses and lively chatter filling the air. Dad's phone buzzes on the table, its screen lighting up with a notification. I glance over, expecting a work email, but the words "inner circle" flash across a group chat. My chest tightens. Why does that name feel like a secret I'm not supposed to know? I lean closer, pretending to adjust my napkin and tap the screen. A message pops up. "Don't tell Bethany." My heart pounds. I scroll, hands trembling, and see the plan. My brothers and mom are dividing shares of Grandpa Harold's retail company worth $190,000 without me. I'm excluded, erased from the legacy Grandpa promised us all. Memories flood in him, teaching me to code on his old clunky computer, his pride in my tech skills. Now that trust feels like a betrayal. My family laughs across the table, oblivious as if I'm invisible. I grip my fork, forcing a smile, though my stomach churns with anger and hurt. Why am I always left out? The one who fixes their tech, cleans up their messes, yet receives nothing. I slip my phone into my pocket, already planning my next move. That night, I'll start something new, my own circle, one that won't leave me behind. Have you ever been blindsided by family secrets at a dinner table? Share your story in the comments. Where did it happen, and how did it make you feel? Let's talk about those moments that change everything. After dinner, I linger at the restaurant to fix Dad's online ordering system. The clatter of dishes fades as the last guests leave, leaving me alone with the steady hum of the server room. Stephen, Dad, who runs the family retail store, left his phone on the counter, still unlocked from earlier. My fingers pause over the keyboard, drawn to the inner circle group chat. I open it, my pulse racing. New messages flood the screen and my breath catches. Ryan, my older brother, boasts about buying a house with his share of my grandfather Harold's company stock. Ethan, my younger brother, plans a music studio with his portion. Nancy, Mom, the keeper of family secrets, urges them to stay quiet. Then a name stabs me. Gina, my college friend, types, "Bethany doesn't need to know." My hands freeze. Her words strike like a sharp blow. Gina, who coded alongside me through late nights, is helping them divide $190,000 in shares, erasing me from the picture. I force myself to focus, logging into the system to tackle the glitch. The screen flickers as memories surge. Last Christmas, I rebuilt Dad's point-of-sale software, saving his store from a crash. I coded a website for Ryan's engineering projects, making him look professional while he took credit. I managed Ethan's crowdfunding for his music, fixing every payment error. Yet they're dividing my grandfather's legacy, his company, as if I am nothing. My jaw tightens, but I keep typing, hiding the anger inside. The restaurant's dim lights cast shadows, reflecting my growing unease. Gina's betrayal cuts deepest. We met in a coding class, bonding over late-night debugging sessions. She knows how Grandpa Harold, the company's founder, sparked my tech passion on his old PC. I trusted her with my graphic design dreams my family mocked. Now she's in their circle, sidelining me. I scroll further, seeing Mom's text, "Bethany's too busy with work. Too busy, I'm the backbone keeping their world running." My grip on the phone tightens, the edges biting into my palm. I want to confront them, but I hold back, my mind racing with plans. The system flashes an error, a broken database link. I dive into the code, yet memories linger. I was 12 when Grandpa Harold guided my hands on his keyboard, teaching me to troubleshoot with patience. He said my skills would take me far. Now his shares go to Ryan, Ethan, and Mom, people who never cared for tech. My chest burns with the injustice. I'm not just IT support. I'm the unseen anchor discarded when it comes to rewards. Dad pokes his head in, asking if I'm done. I nod, handing back his phone, my face calm despite the fury inside. "Systems fixed," I say, voice steady. He thanks me, oblivious, and leaves. I stare at the server's blinking lights, the weight of their exclusion sinking in. Ryan's boasts about his house. Ethan's studio plans, Mom's silent agreement, and Gina's disloyalty replay in my mind, each a fresh wound. They see me as a tool, a fixer to exploit, not a sister or daughter deserving a share. I shut down the system, my resolve hardening. I won't let them erase my place. I'll uncover their plan, gather proof, and claim what's mine. The restaurant grows silent, but my thoughts roar. This isn't just about shares, it's about respect. I sling my laptop bag over my shoulder, ready to leave, my heart set on a new path. I'll build my own circle, one where I'm valued, not just the problem solver. The Tulsa skyline blurs as I drive to my Brookside apartment, gripping the wheel. The city's lights streak past, but my mind lingers on the sting of being erased from Grandpa Harold's legacy. I pull into the parking lot, the engine's hum fading as I sit in the dark, thoughts spinning. For years, I've been the family's tech fixer, the one they call when systems crash or passwords fail. I've spent countless nights debugging Dad's store software, untangling glitches while he slept. I built a website for Ryan's side hustle, tweaking designs to make him look professional. I managed Ethan's online accounts, ensuring his music gigs got paid. All that work, and they repay me by dividing company shares behind my back. I climb the stairs to my apartment, the weight of their dismissal pressing on my chest. Inside, my desk is cluttered with graphic design tablets and monitors, tools I've poured my heart into, dreaming of a career beyond coding. My family calls this a useless hobby, mocking my sketches as a waste. Ryan once laughed, saying I'd never make it as an artist. Mom nodded, urging me to stick to real work. Even Gina dismissed my designs as a side project, not a future. I trace the edge of my tablet, its screen dark but full of potential. I've sidelined this passion to keep their lives running, sacrificing my dreams to be their invisible support. The realization hits like a jolt. I'm done being their tool. I've let their needs eclipse my own, fixing their messes while they carve me out of what's rightfully mine. Grandpa Harold believed in me, saw my spark when he taught me to code. His company shares were meant for all of us, not just Ryan, Ethan, and Mom. I pace the room, my resolve building. I won't let them define my worth. I deserve those shares, and I'll fight for them. I grab my laptop and sit at the desk, the city's hum faint outside. My fingers hover over the keys, then I create a new document, naming it The Real Circle. This isn't their secret chat. It's my plan to reclaim what's mine. I start typing, listing every time I've saved them: the Christmas when Dad's store nearly shut down without my coding, the weeks I spent on Ethan's payment system, the hours perfecting Ryan's website. Each memory fuels my determination. I'm not just a fixer. I'm a creator, a designer, someone deserving respect. The tablet stylus catches my eye, a gift from Grandpa Harold before he passed. He watched me sketch, eyes bright with pride, saying my designs could change the world. I've buried that dream under their demands, but no more. I open a design app, sketching a logo for The Real Circle, bold lines, a symbol of my new start. My brothers can keep their smug plans. Mom can hide behind her silence. Gina can pretend she's loyal. I'm done carrying their weight. I'll dig into their scheme, find proof, and claim my share. I type faster, outlining steps, check the family's cloud for documents, call a lawyer, confront them with evidence. My heart races, not with fear, but with purpose. I've spent years making their lives easier, but now I choose me. The apartment feels alive, my desk a command center for this fight. I save the document, the words, The Real Circle, glowing on the screen. This is my circle now, where I'm seen, valued, and unstoppable. In the quiet of my apartment, my laptop's glow lights my face as I log into the family cloud. The Brookside night hums outside, but my focus is sharp, fueled by the sting of being excluded. I navigate the company's shared drive, fingers flying over the keys. Dad, who runs the family retail store, gave me admin access years ago to fix his tech issues. Now I'm using it to uncover their plan. Folders flash by, sales reports, inventory, but I search for anything tied to Grandpa Harold's shares worth $190,000. My eyes settle on a locked folder labeled Legacy Plan. My heart skips a beat. I crack it open using Dad's old password, unchanged since I set it. Inside, a document dated last month appears: Share Distribution Agreement. My throat tightens as I read. The file lists Ryan, my older brother, Ethan, my younger brother, and Mom, who keeps the family's secrets as recipients of Grandpa Harold's company stock. My name is absent. The total $190,000 split 3 ways. Another file catches my attention: Ethan's studio proposal. It details my younger brother's plan for a music studio funded by his share. My fingers tremble at the raw injustice. They've planned this for weeks, excluding me from what Grandpa Harold promised us all. I lean back, the screen's light harsh. I recall setting up this cloud for Dad, ensuring his business ran smoothly. I taught Mom to sync files, helped Ryan store his project specs, and linked Ethan's accounts for his gigs. Yet they've locked me out of our legacy. The document's cold text confirms it. I'm erased. My resolve hardens. I won't let this stand. I grab my phone and call Nathan Perry, a lawyer friend from college. His voice crackles through calm and steady. Bethany. What's up? I explain the chat, the shares, and the document. Nathan listens, then speaks carefully. Oklahoma law allows challenges to unfair estate distributions, especially if there's proof of intent to exclude. If Grandpa Harold's will included you, you've got a case. He mentions fiduciary duty. Dad, as executor, must act fairly. I ask about suing. It's possible, Nathan says, but you'll need the will or proof of his intent. My mind races. I thank him, promising to send the document. I open my email, drafting a message to Dad. I found the legacy plan in the cloud. I write, why am I not included? Please send Grandpa Harold's will. My tone is firm, no trace of the fixer they expect. I hit send, pulse steady. Minutes later, my inbox pings. It's Mom, not Dad. Her email is vague. We're handling things. Don't worry, dear. Her words drip with avoidance, sidestepping my question. No mention of the will, no explanation. My anger flares. She's shielding their plan, dismissing me again. I dig deeper into the cloud, searching for the will. A file labeled Harold Cole Estate appears, but it's incomplete, just a draft. It mentions equal distribution among grandchildren and Mom, but no final version. My stomach knots. Did Dad alter it? As executor, he controls the shares. Nathan's words echo, I can sue if there's proof. Oklahoma's probate laws flash through my mind, researched earlier on my phone. If Grandpa Harold intended equal shares, I have a claim. I save the draft, my evidence growing. Gina crosses my mind, her role in the chat still raw. My college friend who knew my dreams sided with them. I push the thought aside, focusing on the screen. Another file pops up: Ryan's budget for a house tied to his share. Their plans are set, built on my exclusion. I copy everything into the real circle, my document from last night. Each file strengthens my case, my fight for what's mine. I pause, staring at the laptop. Dad's power as executor looms large. He could have pushed me out, knowing I'd never suspect. But Nathan's advice gives me hope. I can challenge this, demand transparency. I draft notes in the real circle, find the final will, request company records, consult a probate lawyer in Tulsa. My apartment feels like a war room, the quiet fueling my focus. Mom's email replays in my head, her evasion a challenge. They think I'll stay silent, the dutiful fixer. They're wrong. Morning light filters through the blinds of my Brookside apartment as Ryan's text appears. You're poking into things that aren't your business. It reads, his words dripping with scorn. My older brother's attempt to shut me down ignites my anger. I screenshot the message, saving it to the real circle, my growing evidence file. Before I can respond, my phone rings. It's Mom, the keeper of family secrets, her voice sharp. Did you change the store's system password? She demands, accusing me of sabotaging Dad's business. I clench my jaw, explaining I only fixed it as I always do. She brushes me off, insisting I'm causing trouble. Her words sting, but I see the tactic: blame me to keep me silent. I save the call log, another piece for my case. My phone buzzes again. Gina, my college friend, sends a message. I'm sorry you're upset, but you've got a great career already. Her apology feels hollow, a weak excuse for siding with Ryan, Ethan, and Mom to split Grandpa Harold's company shares. The $65,000 that should be mine burns in my mind. I screenshot her text, her attempt to dismiss my claim as greed, fueling my fury. Gina knows I poured years into supporting their tech needs, yet she paints me as ungrateful. I won't let her words sway me. I add the screenshot to my folder, the evidence stack growing. I call Ryan, my voice steady despite the fire inside. Your text doesn't scare me, I say. He scoffs, his tone condescending. You're overreacting, Bethany. The shares are for those who need them. He implies I'm selfish, that my role as a coder is enough. His manipulation is clear. Belittle me to protect their plan. I cut him off. I deserve my share, Ryan. Grandpa Harold wanted it equal. He laughs, calling me too emotional, but I stand firm. I'm done being your fixer, I tell him, hanging up before he can reply. My heart pounds, but I feel stronger, unmoved by his tactics. I pace my apartment, the morning sun warming the room. Mom's accusations and Gina's hollow apology replay in my mind, their attempts to control me failing. I think of my grandfather, who patiently taught me to code, believing in my potential. He built the company for all of us, not just Ryan, Ethan, and Mom. Their pressure won't silence me. I open my laptop, pulling up the real circle. The share agreement, Ethan's studio plan, and Ryan's house budget sit alongside my new screenshots. Each piece strengthens my case for the $65,000 rightly mine. I call Nathan, my lawyer friend from college. His calm voice grounds me. I share Ryan's text, Mom's call, and Gina's message sending him the screenshots. This shows intent to exclude, he says, explaining Oklahoma law supports claims against unfair estate splits. If Grandpa Harold's will intended equal shares, I can sue Dad, the executor, for breaching fiduciary duty. Nathan suggests a local probate attorney to strengthen my case. Send me the share agreement and draft, Will, he adds. I email the files, my fingers steady. He promises to review them and connect me with a Tulsa attorney by tomorrow. I sit at my desk, the weight of their actions clear. Ryan's bullying, Mom's accusations, and Gina's feigned apology are meant to make me doubt myself. But I see through their game. I draft a plan in the real circle, meet the lawyer, request Grandpa Harold's final will, and demand company records. The $65,000 isn't just money, it's my place in his legacy. I recall setting up Dad's store systems, building Ryan's website, and fixing Ethan's accounts, all while they plotted to cut me out. Their manipulation only fuels my determination. I save my work, the laptop's hum steady. I'm not the compliant fixer they expect. I'll fight for my share, armed with evidence and the law. The morning light brightens and my path feels certain. They can't erase me anymore. That evening, I send a group text inviting everyone to a Tulsa coffee shop tomorrow. My fingers hover over the screen, the weight of my decision settling in. I name the time and place, keeping my tone neutral. The $65,000 in shares, my grandfather's legacy, drives me. I'm done being their fixer, erased from their plans. My apartment's quiet hum steadies me as I prepare for the confrontation. The next morning, I arrive at the coffee shop, a cozy spot near Brookside, with warm wood tables and the scent of roasted beans. Dad, who runs the family retail store, sits stiffly across from me. Mom, the keeper of the family's secrets, fidgets with her mug. Ryan, my older brother, leans back, arms crossed, his face smug. Ethan, my younger brother, scrolls his phone, avoiding my gaze. Gina, my college friend, sits at the table's edge, silent eyes fixed on the floor. The air feels thick, their presence a reminder of the inner circle chat that cut me out. I start, my voice calm but firm. I know about the chat and the share split. Why was I excluded? Dad clears his throat, his tone condescending. Bethany, you've got a good job. You don't need the money like Ryan or Ethan. Mom nods, adding, We thought you'd understand, dear. You're so independent. Her words drip with false concern, dodging my question. Ryan smirks, piling on. You're overcomplicating this. The shares are for bigger plans, not your little coding gigs. Ethan glances up, mumbling, "Yeah, you're fine without it." Gina stays quiet, her silence louder than their excuses. My blood simmers, but I keep my composure. "My grandfather built that company for all of us," I say, locking eyes with Dad. "He wanted equal shares. You know that." Dad shifts, muttering about practical decisions. Mom cuts in, her voice sharp. "You're making this harder than it needs to be. We're family." I scoff. Family. They hid their plan, splitting $190,000 behind my back. Gina's silence burns. She knows my dreams. My years of tech support for them, yet says nothing. I pull out my phone, opening the Real Circle file. I have the share agreement, Ethan's studio plan, Ryan's house budget. I say, my tone steady. "I've got screenshots of your chat. Gina's texts, Mom's evasive email." Their faces tighten. Ryan leans forward, his voice low. "You're digging into private matters. Stop this now." His attempt to intimidate fails. I meet his gaze. "No, Ryan, I'm claiming what's mine. $65,000 my share." Ethan shifts uncomfortably, but Mom jumps in. "You're being selfish, Bethany. Think of the family." Their words echo, their tactic: pressure me into submission, paint me as the problem. I think of my grandfather, his patient lessons at his old PC, his belief in my skills. He never saw me as less. "You don't get to decide what I deserve," I say, my voice rising. I fixed Dad's systems, built Ryan's website, managed Ethan's accounts. I earned my place. Gina finally looks up, eyes guilty, but says nothing. Her silence confirms her role in their plan, a final cut. I stand my chair, scraping the floor. "I'm done with your excuses," I tell them. "I'm not your fixer anymore. I'm taking this to court." Dad's face pales. Mom gasps, and Ryan's smirk fades. Ethan stares at his phone, silent. Gina's eyes drop again. I grab my bag, walking out into the Tulsa sun. The weight lifts from my chest, replaced by a rush of freedom. I've spoken my truth, exposed their lies. They can't control me anymore. Outside, the city hums, and I feel lighter than I have in years. Cutting them off isn't just about the shares, it's about reclaiming my worth. My grandfather's legacy will be honored, not through their greed, but through my fight. I head to my car, my resolve unshaken, ready for the next step. Sleep eludes me as Ethan's Twitter post glows on my phone screen. "Some people are too greedy for family shares," my younger brother writes, tagging me. The accusation stings, painting me as the villain for demanding my $65,000 share of my grandfather's company. My chest tightens, but I screenshot the post, adding it to the Real Circle, my evidence file. Notifications pile up, retweets, likes, and comments from strangers. Mom, the keeper of family secrets, hasn't commented, but her silence feels like tacit agreement. I grit my teeth, refusing to let their public attacks shake me. Messages buzz in. Aunt Pamela, my mother's sister, texts Bethany, "Stop tearing the family apart." Uncle Greg, Pamela's husband, adds, "You're hurting everyone with this lawsuit nonsense." Kristen, my cousin, chimes in, "Why can't you just let it go?" Their words hit like a coordinated strike, echoing Ethan's post. I save each message, my resolve hardening. They're trying to bury me in shame, but I won't bend. Mom's silence burns. She's likely orchestrating this, nudging them to pressure me. I picture her whispering to Pamela, arranging this family pile-on. I open my laptop, emailing Nathan, my lawyer friend from college. Ethan slandering me on Twitter, I write, attaching the screenshot along with Pamela, Greg, and Kristen's messages. I include the share agreement draft will and prior texts from Ryan and Gina. I'm demanding my $65,000 share, 1/3 of the estate. I add, my tone firm. Nathan replies quickly, "This strengthens your case. The public attack and family pressure show intent to exclude you." He's connected me with a Tulsa probate lawyer, Carla Evans, who specializes in estate disputes. I forward everything to her, my fingers steady. Carla calls, her voice crisp. "Oklahoma law favors equal distribution if your grandfather's intent was clear," she says. Your evidence documents texts. Now this Twitter post builds a strong claim against your father as executor. She drafts a formal demand letter citing fiduciary duty, and the draft wills mention of equal shares. I approve it, my heart steady. The letter demands my $65,000 share within a week or will file suit. I send a copy to Dad, Mom, Ryan, and Ethan via email, my message clear. I'm done being silenced. 2 days later, Mom texts, "You're embarrassing us online." Her words drip with blame, ignoring Ethan's post. I don't respond, letting my evidence speak. Pamela sends another message, softer but still sharp. "Think about your grandfather's memory." I scoff. My grandfather taught me to stand up, not back down. His company was for all of us, not just their chosen few. I save Mom's text, another piece for Carla. The attacks continue, but they fuel my focus. By the 5th day, Carla calls with news. "Your family's lawyer reached out," she says. "They've agreed to settle. You'll get your $65,000 share." I exhale, the weight lifting slightly. Dad, as executor, signs the agreement, likely pushed by the threat of court. Ryan and Ethan stay silent, their plans for houses and studios, now split 3 ways instead of 2. Mom doesn't contact me. Her silence is deafening. Gina, the friend who betrayed me, doesn't reach out either. I don't care. I've won. Friday morning, my phone chimes with a bank alert on my kitchen counter. The $65,000 from selling my grandfather's company shares has cleared. I exhale, the funds a symbol of my hard-won victory. I open my laptop in my Brookside apartment and draft an email to Dad, Mom, Ryan, and Ethan. I'm done providing free tech support. I write my words precise. No more fixing systems, managing accounts, or building websites. I hit send, cutting off the role they forced upon me. Outside, the Tulsa skyline glimmers, reflecting my newfound clarity. I meet Lori Bates, my grandfather's longtime friend, at a cafe near Brookside. She's sharp and organized, skills honed from years managing his office. I offer her a position as my assistant for a graphic design studio I'm launching. Lori's eyes light up, and she eagerly accepts. We lease a small space in Tulsa's Arts District, just 5 minutes from my apartment. I invest the share money in equipment, software, and branding. My designs, once mocked by my family, begin to take shape: logos, websites, marketing campaigns. Lori manages scheduling and client relations, her efficiency grounding my creative vision. A year later, the studio thrives. Local businesses contract our services, and my portfolio expands with sleek, bold designs. Lori proves indispensable, her warmth, a reminder of my grandfather's trust in me. I name our core team the Real Circle, a nod to my evidence file now transformed into a symbol of loyalty and dedication. Nathan, my lawyer friend from college, joins as an advisor, his legal insight strengthening our contracts. We meet weekly, brainstorming over coffee, building a bond stronger than the family I left behind. Dad emails asking to meet. "We miss you." He writes, his tone softer than before. I don't respond. Neither he, Mom, Ryan, nor Gina apologized for excluding me, and Ethan's Twitter attack still stings. I've cut contact, prioritizing peace over their pressure. The studio's success proves I don't need their approval. Pamela, Greg, and Kristen occasionally send messages, but I leave them unanswered. My grandfather's lessons, coding resilience, self-worth, guide me, not their guilt trips. News of Ethan's troubles reaches me. His music studio faces an IRS audit. Fines accumulate due to sloppy bookkeeping I had once corrected. Ryan's engineering gigs falter when his website, my previous work, fails without updates. Mom remains silent. Her secrets are no longer my burden. Gina fades from my life, her role in their plan closed. Their consequences don't bring me joy, but confirm my decision to walk away. I wasn't merely their tech fixer, I was the foundation they took for granted. Sitting in my studio, I reflect on the journey. The $65,000 wasn't just money, it was my stake in my grandfather's legacy, a fight to claim my rightful place. Launching this business, I reclaimed both my skills and my dreams. The real circle with Lori and Nathan isn't just a team, it's a chosen family built on trust. I've learned my worth lies in protecting myself, not in pleasing others. To anyone observing my story, I'd say this: stand up for what belongs to you. Your value isn't measured by what you give others, it's measured by what you claim for yourself.